What? I need a reason. Don't say money. Why do this?
Why not do it? Because yesterday I walked out of the joint after losing 4 years of my life, and you're cold decking Teen Beat cover boys. Because the house always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes, the house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house.
Folks, welcome to Regular Fun. I'm Victor Marca. This is episode 4. The curse has been reversed. It's worked. The Chance did it. Went to AC, killed them, came home wonderful. We're going to look at some jackpots a little bit later. We're going to see some events. We're going to talk about some things that happened there. We're going to talk about the PA gambling I've been doing and the continuous shit show that is my online gambling habit. And we're going to talk about all kinds of events, but first and foremost, my Superman curls. When I was younger, these just happened naturally. I never needed to, do anything special to make them do whatever the fuck that is. But I'm getting older and nothing works anymore. I'm just doing what I can at this point. Hopefully all this shit doesn't fall apart. So, bear with me. I'm wearing my Lucky King shirt for all of you that can see this. It's pretty much if you go to a casino, you have a 95% chance of catching me wearing it in a given day. It is the shirt I probably won the most money with, but also the shirt I probably wear the most. It fits me good and doesn't make my tits look big or so big. So I wear it a lot. And, I oftentimes get lucky with it. Mostly on the casino table, rarely with the women. So welcome. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Lots of stuff kicking off out the gate. Next week, Circa is opening up in downtown Las Vegas. This is a welcome addition. Downtown Las Vegas has many casinos. However, upscale is not traditionally the word that you would use for them. Traditionally, the Strip has been the place for that, or partially down the Strip. So like where SLS is, where the old Sahara's is, and now there's a couple things coming up. And I think Circus is going to be sold and to I think it's Wind Creek. Can't remember exactly right now, but that's the good news in Vegas. The bad news is there is a lot of current issues. There was a shooting in Planet Hollywood a week and a half ago. It was in the front of the casino, so just outside in the doors on the Strip. If you've ever been there, there used to be a Pink's hot dog there. My assertion is this shooting would not have happened if the Pink's hot dog was still there. People eat hot dogs. They're generally very happy. Mine is the mushroom Swiss, with a little bit of mayo. I forget what the hell they call it. It's delicious. It makes life happy. Ever since they removed Pink's from Las Vegas, I have been in a bad way. I can't celebrate my jackpots the way I used to celebrate. It was one hot dog to start the day, one hot dog per jackpot. I used to not gain a lot of weight because I didn't used to hit anything. Lately, I've been lucky, so I'd probably be a big fat fucky. But whatever. Miss it. And because it's gone, people get into altercations because they're upset with each other. Somebody had a gun in their bag in the middle of the fucking Strip. The police presence is gone because of all the issues in the media and probably with the allocations and COVID and all that stuff. So there was a shootout. One kid was killed. Another kid ran for his fucking life. It's a mess there. I can't even explain to you, like, there's obviously not a lot of tourists coming or not nearly the volumes that they would like. And to that, there really is a lot going on there. Unheard of before, there are many casinos that are dark during the weeks now. Planet Hollywood's a perfect example. Of the Caesars properties, Planet Hollywood's open Thursday through Sunday, the hotel. The casino itself is open full time. Wynn, which has always had a religious following and no issues with attendance or bringing customers back because they have their own brand. Their Encore is the second casino there. It's Wynn and Encore. They have the two of them. And Encore is going dark again Monday through Thursday in the same fashion that PH is. There, I don't know if there's an MGM casino that's doing the same. I wouldn't be surprised if Aria or one of the others has limited weekday attendance. When I find out more, I'll let you know. But it's certainly something to consider. COVID numbers are rising. The death rate is flatlined. That doesn't mean that people aren't dying. It just means the exact same amount of people per the amount of cases is happening. Herd immunity, they talk about a lot, and we didn't achieve that, and that might have helped. I think at one point herd immunity was attainable in the world, but with the way that transportation has developed, I don't see how you could do herd immunity in this day and age. Just too many people crossing borders with the ability to travel far places in fast amounts of time, which means that the virus doesn't have time to work its way through the carrier before they get to that place. There's, and I think the CDC has always underestimated the amount of flus. They've never actually, their best measurement is based on hospitalizations and anecdotal reports from doctors and doctors' records, which generally doesn't necessarily reflect all the true cases of the flu. So if you can imagine, if you or I catch the flu, we don't go to the doctors. It's a flu. You wear it out. You stay at home. You take precautions. You wash your hands everywhere. You cover your mouth when you cough, all that kind of good stuff. I think that most viruses spread entirely throughout the world. The idea of herd immunity would be like, for example, if people talk about, hey, China should have had to have locked down entirely, which meant no international travel. They were allowing international travel while they knew they had the virus. They had already identified it, and it was in its large numbers and impacts. But they didn't actually allow China between the mainland. So you could go from Wuhan to another spot. You had to go to, you could only go to Italy or, the United States or any other country that you could travel to. So I really think that was a big gotcha. And it's interesting to me because I don't know that even if they locked down Wuhan internationally, how well that would have been in managing the disease. This one was truly of a higher infectious level, which is to say that, I think at that point it would have gotten out to China and it would have gotten out to other international areas, even with the full lockdown. And we even saw that, there is a longevity to this, which is interesting, which is, I can't explain it because, the incubation period is a little bit longer. We don't truly understand the full impacts of the virus or its origins, but we're working on it. Anyway, the whole of that conversation is, I think everybody is going to get it. I don't think there's a way that we don't get above a critical mass of population on this one, and certain countries that already experienced the critical mass or kept themselves exposed, Sweden and Italy and some other places that just didn't contain it in time just because of the nature of the interactions and the people they were talking with. I think it's going to be, a lot longer, a lot less impact going down the road there, even though their initial impact was quite severe. So it's something to think about. People talk about Norway and they talk about Finland and how there's just amazing numbers coming out of those places and they did a full lockdown. But again, that's, we talk about herd immunity. Who goes to Finland and Norway? You know what I mean? When's the last time you've been there? So something to think about. The crime, there's a lot of stuff going on. In AC, there's been a bunch of things that are happening, good and bad, throughout the course of the year. It's not great. It's going to be a problem, and I just want to. I just want to get past it. I want to make sure everything's cool, and then once it is, awesome, we're back to doing what we do. You know what I mean? So something to think about. The what else is there out there? So in the news, there's a lot of things going on. Actually, Barstool is opened up in Pennsylvania. Their sports book, and they're crushing it. They've got already a 8% share of something like $450 million in online betting, specifically. They're number three. PA is number three, behind New Jersey, totally, and Nevada. Nevada is actually number two. I'm sorry, and I think New Jersey is currently the leader in online betting. However, I would wager that Pennsylvania is going to pass them. It was a smart move for them to start in PA. And also Portnoy and Big Cat, they I think their $500 guaranteed bet was a great way to open up and let everybody know. Everybody come on and try and have a good amount of fun there. So good for them, good for them. So there's a lot of that. I didn't bet it specifically myself. I'm not a heavy sports bettor. I'll bet a game or two on a Sunday or Monday night. I don't really. I play a lot of polls, so I'll do the NBA poll, the NFL poll. I'll do any of those, but I generally don't get involved in that kind of event. I just the problem with sportsbook for me is the known quantities are too unknown. So statistically, on a slot machine or on a blackjack table or on a craps table, I know exactly who is, what my chances are, whether, it comes in or not. That's different. At least I knew my strategy, it's set. There's nothing to be changed about it, where, again, introduce people into the equation, things always change a little bit, right? And that's sort of my aversion towards sportsbook betting, whether it's the players, the odds makers, your friends telling you one thing or another. So I bet to just have fun with that. I don't bet to make money on that stuff like I do with the other stuff. Terrible idea. But I move forward on that, and I'm relatively unsuccessful but I've had some fun with that stuff. And we'll go and we'll have a Sunday. We'll sit at even Mohegan Sun, which if you read my review online, it's the PA one is easily the worst casino I've ever been in my life. The attitude of and this is well before COVID. Not that I expected anything to change with COVID, but I just never wrote the article until this point, or the blog. They're just a general. I mean, I've had a host at Mohegan look me in the face when I was asking if I could get a steak comp dinner after playing, we'll call it 6 hours, and easily putting through $10,000. That doesn't mean I had 10K. It just means I made 1,000 bets around $10. That's 10K playthrough. I asked for a steak comp dinner for two, and she looked me directly in the eyes before even knowing who I was and said, "Oh, that's not going to happen." And then she checked and she went, "Yes, we can't comp you two. We can do one." And it was that kind of attitude that's always been a problem at that place, that they perpetuate throughout the leadership perpetuates that throughout the dealers. And it's a Northeastern Pennsylvania attitude. You need to understand we're a coal mining place. Life sucks for a lot of people here. It's hard to be positive in many ways. So there's that gallows humor. But when you go to a casino, anywhere else in the world, they treat you as if there's an opportunity. They want to create an energy of the chance of winning. They want to make you feel like you can be, you're having an experience that you couldn't have anywhere else. I could go into a bar in Plains and get my nuts kicked in and have the exact same treatment that I get at any Mohegan Sun Pocono Downs experience. So that being said, we went there. We'll go there. We'll sit and we'll play some sports book. We'll go to Ruth Chris or Rustic Kitchen. Oh man, I had the baked ziti there with the meatballs. Very fatty, but I highly recommend it. Go get some. Or Molly's for the pretzel. That's delicious. Ruth Chris, everybody knows Ruth Chris. The other restaurants are serviceable. I mean, Bar Louie has okay sandwiches. Johnny Rockets, it's open late-ish. I mean, COVID's kind of ruined everything. Nothing stays open forever now. But, it's open later. And I'm hoping that, as this, we're 2 weeks out from the election now, hopefully after that, our numbers settle down, or people stop giving a shit about them and kind of realize, we know how to treat this. Only the most frail are going to pass away. And then we keep moving forward, and then basically it becomes, hey, if you're in danger of getting this and you're in danger of being hurt badly by it, you have precondition, heart murmur, some kind of lung capacity issue, some kind of any heavy overweight problem, something of that nature, genetic malfunction, or whatever it might be, you should take the necessary precautions and protect yourself. And you can also make the decision to not go out, right? But to sort of arrest the rest of society from progressing forward is a misnomer. And I just worry about it. It's very exciting stuff to talk about. Let's not worry about that. Let's talk about my trip to Atlantic City. Let's look at some jackpots. Let's see how the old man did. And let me start with let's pull up Google videos. This was the first hit I had in at Bally's. That was a beautiful, beautiful hit. I held 3 4s. It dumped me. I had a multiplier with that bad boy. Oh, that wasn't Bally's. I'm sorry. That was Oceans. That's right. I stayed a couple extra days than I probably should have. I think I went Wednesday. And so this gave me the multiplier. Ah, what a wonderful kick. I was down probably about 2 G's when I hit this. Oh, so beautiful. Such a lovely, lovely win. I had so much fun. The machine, Oceans, also gave me these lovely ladies for $1,500. Mwah. Just a beautiful, beautiful hit. The happiness that I have in my life when I hit a jackpot like this, I just want to, live life forever. Ah, let's look at those girls. Look at them. Look at them. A queen, a queen, a queen, a queen. This is Ultimate X. So Ultimate X, the game is a little bit different. Basically, if you're betting $5 a hand and regular video poker, you have to bet $10 a hand. The opportunity it gives you is, depending on your hand prior, it'll give you a multiplier. And then based on that multiplier, your next hand will be times it. So in this case, if I had a 3-timer, that means I had 2 pair on the last hand. And then the queens, of course, I got I got 3 queens dealt to me. On the draw. What an amazing draw. Oh, love that game so much. Then we went to, so this is Bally's. I murdered Bally's as well. Just a beautiful, beautiful session. I was playing crazy at this point. I was playing $50 to spend. I was pretty drunk, if we're going to be honest. I didn't even know I was betting that. I thought I was playing 25 max. I was hitting buttons. I was drunk. This will happen sometimes, but I didn't have to put another 100 in the machine, so who gives a shit? This is Sahara Gold Lightning. I got the hold and spin. Those minis are worth $500 each. And then, everything else, the 50 cents. So it's half the credits. Just really, really great. 4,600 credits, $2,300. So what a beautiful hit that was. Rare, wild. I had those turtles right there, if you could see them. If I had wilds on this thing in this line, it would have been, it was already, so we were playing quarters at this point. You see, 1250, that's what I thought I was playing the whole time. But I basically crushed them on this. And then we went for drinks at Harry's with my friends for a little bit. And at this point, I was so tipsy, I couldn't even hold the camera up. I went back. We went to a comedy show. It was everybody was spaced out. It was really nice. Like I mentioned, the comedians at the compound. It was a great show. Hung out with them on the deck of the Claridge, which is not a casino anymore. I told you guys that. It's a Radisson. Beautiful. Go to View if you can. It's VUE. It's their rooftop deck. Anybody could go to that. Great bar, great bartenders on a Friday and Saturday night. Just blast. Everybody was great there. I don't remember anybody's name because I suck, but I had a blast. And then, of course, came back here. We got the piggies. I was playing a little bit. What am I playing? I'm playing $25 a hand, I think, maybe here. It was pretty good. I think I had an $800 hit or something like that. But, the funny thing is playing video poker versus playing this. I was just not sober enough to do strategy on video poker, so I did not try. And all these machines were like high limit machines. So, you know, one of the things that I like to point out is that you should always check your pay lines. Traditionally, oh, here it comes. So yeah, there you go. So that was $750 right there if I'm playing 20 cent. So that was great. Plus the others $900. But yeah, I killed it on that. You have to look at your pay lines though, because when you're playing non-high limit, for example, if you pay 10 cent on regular machines outside of high limit or non-high limit designated machines, most times the lines go down to the very minimum. On Dragon Lake, playing the highest denominations only gives you 5 lines, which is crazy terrible as compared to if you walk into the high limit room and they have a Dragon Lake. You play 10 cent, you play $1, $2, you get 25 or 50 lines. It's magnitude difference, more bang for your buck. So pay attention to those lines, and same thing with the piggies, and same thing with all these machines. Sometimes their high limit payouts or high limit probabilities or possibilities for winning are much better. So keep that in mind when you're walking through there. Yeah. Then back here, that trip ended, and we basically. I left. I came home. I think I came with 3 or 4, and I came home with 10. Great win. Great weekend. Everything was comped. Love my Hard Rock host. She's a sweetie, Erica. And you just really took care of us. And Hard Rock, I had lots of hits as well. Nothing that was. I had one jackpot, but nothing that I recorded. The problem with drinking is sometimes you don't remember to turn the goddamn camera on. So that is on me, people. And I apologize for that. But c'est la vie. So here we are back in this is actually this is Mohegan. So here in Mohegan, let me do this. So this guy was Mohegan, Heartthrob, crushed it. I was with Cuz, I was with Joey, I was at the Boogie. We were having a good time. I think we did a steak dinner. I can't even remember what we did that night, but we all kicked in. We had our little group slot pull. I think we came out with $300 a pop, $400 a piece. Paid for our dinner, and then we moved on. That was a lot of good time. And then this last weekend, we went to Wind Creek in Bethlehem, and it was late night when I hit this bad boy. That was a beautiful one. I was actually down about 1,000, and I crushed her for 1,400. And then we actually jumped back in the car and went home. Gotta say, Wind Creek was not great as it used to be. When it was Sands, but I think COVID's really affected the crowds that come there. Obviously, the dinners were still great. Everybody's properly mouthed up and everything like that, but just really, I think it was a limited thing. And then, of course, playing sober, I played this, and I was playing dollar, which is $18 a hand on here. So you'll play if you're playing dollar video poker, it's generally $5 a line if you're playing multi-line, and this is double super pro times pay, which means you have to pay an extra 2 credits. I'm sorry. So I did that was $21 a hand, but it basically gives you an opportunity for a multiplier. And if in this case I got a 5-time multiplier, so when I got that 4 jacks, that was worth $1,250. If I had a 10-time multiplier, it would have been worth $2,500. If I got 10 going both ways, it would have been worth $5,000. So I love playing that game. I can't tell you how much I really just love it. And if this doesn't prove to you that the curse has been lifted, I don't know what to tell you. I'm playing online. I've been banging it left and right a little bit. I'm pretty much even. I think I'm down $300 right now online. Lots of video poker on that. Got to be honest with you, Poker Stars has been hot lately. Sugar House is not. I think I'm going to take a break from Sugar House because it's just not doing it for me. It's been a long time since I had any kind of big hits there or things to cash out on. Although I did pull 2 from them a couple weeks ago. But online's if I didn't play online, I would be up for the year right now, and that bothers me a little bit because I know better, but I'm just bored sitting in the house. You can only do so much with this darn COVID. So I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna get there. as far as events, well, we're talking about a group pool. We're talking to some casinos where we can get together and we can do actual group pools and let everybody in on it. We're going to start traveling, knock wood, that we can actually get out there and start doing things. As far as actual parties and drinking events, well, until the mask thing is lifted, there's really no point in us doing a lot of that stuff. So we're just going to keep doing hopefully I'll put up some more of the jackpot videos. I'll put them online for everybody to see them, and we'll make little clips out of them. We're going to, do some more sports book stuff. I still got to sweet talk a couple of the guys because they're assholes. But as soon as they come on board, we're going to get to it. I'm going to give you a lot more reviews. I'm going to do a lot more things. Can't say thanks enough for watching. Subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, please. And check me out on Twitter. Regular Fun Post. Check me out on Instagram, Regular Fun Media. Online, regularfun.com. Sign up for my newsletter, please. That's a big deal. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later, and good gambling. Talk to you. We out.